Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my October 2024 Saturday series. This is video number 3, meaning it's the third Saturday of the month. It is geared towards the avid stamper. Doesn't mean you can't do this guys, because this is really kind of a simple one. There's just going to be a lot of steps in it. We're going to try to do a sunset card. That being said, so let me show you the colors. This is going to be my Brights color collection. So we're going to choose some Azure Afternoon, some Daffodil Delight. I did bring in a little bit of Night of Navy, some Melon Mambo, and some Gorgeous Grape, and some Black Memento. We are going to be using, let me set these back over here. Hold on. So we're going to be doing some silhouette stamping. This is from Grassy Grove, this mound, the grassy mound one. We're going to be stamping this in silhouette. We're also going to be using these trees from Grassy Grove in the silhouette. Oh, I forgot to tell you, yes. Our stamp set bundles for the month of October are in the Grove bundle and the Grassy Grove set along with their dies. These pair beautifully together. I want to show you and explain to you why I chose these trees over these trees. The reason being, these are fuller. There's more space in between the branches, and I think you'll see the color better. Hopefully the sunset colors better through those. At least that's what I'm hoping for. We're going to use sponge daubers. If I have to, I can reach for some of my blending brushes, but I'm hoping we can just do some sponge daubers. I thought that we could try to use this kind of upside down and maybe use it as water. We'll have to see. Like I said, we're going to play. This is our mountains, and I told you in the last video that I thought Azure Afternoon would make it look really cool, almost like Mount Rainier on some summer days. So we're going to go with make our mountains stand out, not in black, but a little bit of Azure Afternoon in some Night of Navy. So for my sentiment, I'm not going to use any of these. Okay. This one would be, sometimes you need to know that someone really cares. This would make a beautiful card. But what I want to use is I Think You're Wonderful. And that's going to go on the inside of the card. So there's no dies for this one. But we are going to make it an easel card. So let me just show you what we have going on. And I will show you how to take a basic card fold and turn that into an easel in a minute. So I have a 4.5. A 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4.25, and we're going to turn that into an easel card in just a moment. But I have my layer number 1 is black, and that's 4 by 5.25. My next layer is 3.75 by 5. Remember, it's going this way, okay? This is the way it's going. I know I keep setting it this way, but it's going to be landscape, as that's what we're working with. And then the inside piece is 3.75 by 5, and then I have three strips of cardstock. So I have 7/8 of an inch by 5, then I have 5/8 of an inch by 5, and then 1/2 inch by 5. Now these were all scrap pieces. I just had to cut them down to 5. Let me show you. So this little black strip was hanging off the end here. I just had to cut it down. And this 5/8 of a strip of Gorgeous Grape was already 5/8 of an inch, and I just went with it. This is going to be the bump up stopping piece for the easel. So let's get started. Oh, I will need an envelope. That's card bases. We want an envelope for this card. So there you go. Envelope, same thing. So bring out our trimmer. So from here to here is 4.25 inches, right? So we need half of that, which is going to be at 2 1/8, and we are going to score. So at 2 1/8, you are going to score. Now this measurement will be in the description part of the video. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to score at 2 1/8 and at 5 and at 4 1/4. Now this one, you don't even really have to score it. You just need to fold it into the center of the card, which I have done on occasions, and score. That is going to make it bump up like so. So we have a bit of an easel. I call it the easy easel card. I've done it both the 4 1/4 by 11, and which is portrait, and this is landscape. So let's see, we need scratch paper because we're going to be doing some coloring. So we have our coloring. Here we go. White on white. Ooh, we are going to start out with our mountains. So I'm going to put them right about here because, like I said, I want to do a sunset. So I'm going to have to make my sun come a little bit. So I'm going to also, you're going to see me tear some paper here in a minute, but I'm going to get our mountains down. We're going to test this. We're going to test. So I want Azure Afternoon on first. Then I'm going to bring in Night of Navy. And I'm looking for the Night of Navy Sponge Dauber, because I want to darken up some of these mountains. So especially on the tip where the sunset's going to start, that's where I want to darken them up. I didn't want to just go pure black. So now we're going to, this is our test, right? And this is also where I'm going to cut to use it as a mask for my sunset. Okay, we need to do a little, I need to get it darker. So let me wipe this off. And oh yay, I forgot my chamois in the kitchen. So we're just going to go like this. And bring in my rag and wipe it off some. So we're going to test it some more. Let's just move that out of the way. Maybe I need to use the Q-tip trick and take off some. Remove some of this. I don't want to remove it all. Just kind of dabbing it. And then maybe I'll stick some Night of Navy on top of that up on this section of the stamp. You know what might work really well is a little cube, a little spot of Night of Navy. Let's see. I know we just had one in the last paper pumpkin, but I have some that are open. Got quite a bit of Night of Navy. So, let's see. Because we just want to darken that up. I'm going to have to get up and shut the door. Hank's doing some, I don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's got on is really loud. He's on some hunting game. And I'm thinking we need to put a little black. I think I have a little black spot. Let's see. I do. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're going to add a little black to this now, just to the tips. All right. I think we're just going to go for it. We are going to go for it. If I don't like it, I have more of the size. So I want to make sure where here we go. Let's just tap it down there. Oh, please let this be what I want it to be. Please, please, please. Oh, yes. Do you see how it's darker up there at the top? That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, so cool. So cool. Okay, so Azure Afternoon, we're going to use that again. We're going to use the Night of Navy again. But what I need to do to get our sunset, I want to cut. I don't want to tear. So I'm just going to take some scissors. Now I'm going to cut into the ink color, okay? I'm just going to follow this. Cutting into the ink. I'm not being like super careful. I'm not worried about all the ridges or anything. This is my mask. And I probably should save it. But it's so simple to make a new one. Okay, the rest I can tear. There we go. So over here, we're going to have trees and stuff. I mean, I could come in, if I wiped it down, I could come in. Let's see. I could come in again, maybe with a little bit of Azure Afternoon here. Because I just need a little bit of Night of Navy. And a little bit of the black. To finish this off there. Now for the opposite side, we're just going to do the same. I don't need a whole lot on this side, like barely any. Oh, that is so much. Got it way farther than what I wanted. Night of Navy time. And I should have probably kept that little. Let's take off a little bit of the Night of Navy for the edge. Take it off and we'll add the black. See, it was only a tiny bit. What if we add a little bit more there? Okay. There's our mountain range. I'm thinking about our water. I told you I thought we could use this for water. And I might like it stamped off. This is really blue, blue, blue. So let's see what we like. We're going to test there. I like the lighter bit. Thinking maybe we do a little tiny thin strip of green. So let's clean this off. And that would mean Granny Apple Green to come into this. I don't want it all over there. I just want it. I'm going to bring this like that because that's about where my tree line. I want my tree line. right. Do a little bit more. We're just not inking up the entire stamp. Move it over a little. You can see how that kind of fits there. Oh, that's going to be perfect. So now we're going to clean this again, because now we're going to flip it and stamp it this way for water. And we are going to be stamping off for the water. Such a juicy, juicy, juicy pad. And then let's see if we can add this to, like right there is perfect. So stamp off. We're going to have to get a little closer up. I'm thinking I take the Azure Afternoon and do a little blending. Look how juicy that ink pad is. Super, super juicy. So here we bring in the Azure Afternoon. I haven't forgotten about the black. We're still doing a sunset here. All right. The Azure Afternoon is not completely all done yet. We're going to close it up for the moment. We're all done with Granny Apple Green. Now you're going to see our trees and stuff. Maybe we don't use the mound. I wanted to bring the mound in. I think we will. I think we're going to bring it in. Just wondering, if I do my trees like that, yes, I still want my trees, so we're still going to do it. Okay, here we go. The black is coming on. I'm wondering if I mask off my bottom part of my trees. No, I think we're going to bring them all the way down though, like this. There. My goodness, I'm almost thinking, yeah, we're not going to use this. We're just going to use this. We are going to go along. Trying to get some in the background here now. Oh, that didn't work out so well. So we're just going to have to stamp it. I really like that. That came out really, really, really nice. All right. So we have somewhere around in here, here we go, my sunset and my mountains that I told you we needed, because we do need this. So there we go. My sun. Remember, this is a sun setting. So here is my sun setting, and we are doing that with Daffodil Delights, Keeping in the Brights collection. And we want it to be really vibrant, so we're going to, yes, here we go. Straight up and down. There's our sun going down. Look at that. It's going down. So we're done with our yellow. Daffodil Delight. Night of Navy. No, we're going to be using Melon Mambo. Gorgeous Grape. Azure Afternoon. So we're going to be putting some pinks with this one. I'm going to breathe on this first and just test it. Just my hot breath. Oh, look at how much color is still on there. So I guess I could use the little mask we made. This one worked out really, really well because I want to get really close to the edge. I have to move this down a little. Oh, that coming out really good. Okay. I'm going to add a little Azure Afternoon now in here. I've got a little too much on one side of the sponge for some reason. I'm going to have to dip it in the ink. I've got like a half crescent going on here because of the way I need the whole thing sponge daubed. I think we're going to go around the sun. Take that all the way up there, just with sponge daubers, no blending brushes today. Might take a little bit of this. Let's see if we can add a little bit of that sunset into our water. Right? We can even maybe a little bit more onto there. All right, next is Gorgeous Grape. Just trying to move that ink pad. So we didn't need to re-add any ink from Melon Mambo. There was enough on my sponge dauber, which we are going to test Gorgeous Grape as well. So hot breath. No, we definitely, sorry about the tap there. Okay. Let's pull this down here. So we want to light it first and then we'll darken it up the next round over. Adding it on, you can't take it off, right? So you gotta cautiously add it. I might try to bring in a little bit of Night of Navy on here. Oh my goodness. Look at all that ink on there. maybe add a smidgen of Night of Navy across some of that, and a little bit, I think, in here. To add a little line up in where the azure afternoon is meeting the gorgeous grape. Yeah, I really like that. Now I'm going to do the same here against... Oh, that was not good. Night of Navy and gorgeous grape. No, 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 no. So wipe it off. Okay. I want to just bring in a little bit more around the mountain area. I'd really like a line right here. How am I going to do that? Well, let's see. The one brush that I'd like to use is in the kitchen. So let's see if I can use this. This is a dry paintbrush. I think so. I think we can get right up in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit. Not sure if you guys can even see what I'm adding, but it is just little stipples of Night of Navy to the water. So it's not so azure afternoon there. But that came out really, really, really pretty. I want to add a little bit more gorgeous grape in here. Just darkening up the top of my sky. And that is the start of my sunset. Gosh, yes. Okay, I told you it would take a little bit more. That's all. Just took a little bit more time. I'm looking for my sun because I'm thinking I've got a little bit of blue and stuff in there. I'm wondering if I can add just a little bit more. Oh my goodness. So when we lay this on here, part of me wants to take Night of Navy and go all the way around it with the little, this, and I'm going to do that. It's just going to frame it a little bit. And this is a cloth pad, so it won't hurt it. That's what's great about the little spots you get in the paper pumpkin. Yeah. So, oh, so pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to put this up on dimensionals, but I have strips. I'm going to put it up on strips of paper. So give me a second. I just want a little bit of dimension. We didn't use this one, but that's okay. So I'm going to cut these to 5. This one might be at 5. Looks like they're a little, these two are a little longer. I must not have gotten them quite right. I'd rather have them shorter than longer, so that's best. Do I want to make it even more? But I don't think so. So. So before I started this video, and as soon as I started, my daughter's dog Lucy started barking like crazy, and I stopped the video and I went in and I said, "Hank, what on earth is she doing?" He's like, "Manji, I'm doing this hunting game, right?" He's like, "And I am stalking a bighorn sheep, and she has just lost her mind. She is the only dog in our family who watches TV and thinks the TV is real. The other dogs will start barking when she barks, but they don't know what they're barking at. They just know, oh, it's time to bark because Lucy barks." It's like she is Looney Tunes. So I went and stuck her in my bedroom. I was like, "Okay, Luce, you're not coming out with me. You are going in the bedroom, honey. You just, you're riled up. You want to watch TV." And maybe it's because for 2 years she did watch TV. I mean, I would turn TV on for her because she couldn't walk for 2 years. But she can walk now. She doesn't need to continually watch TV. Oh, and see how the darken on the top of the mountain? It's just like the sun is just starting to go down. It's so pretty. And then with that gorgeous grape, look at that, how that just frames it. So the trick to this card is you only put glue on this bottom half, right? If you put it to the whole thing, it wouldn't stand up, because what's going to happen is when you put it on its frame, it's going to stand up like this. So hopefully you see that. So I tend to just stick the glue well within my area here, all the way up to that line, not over it, not up to that, over the score line, but just in this bottom section. You don't want to go all the way to the side. Then you can flatten it down. Now that's pretty just in itself, if you didn't want to do the fun fold part of it. Reason why I don't want to do a lot of dimensionals is because this has to be on dimensionals on the inside for it to hold up and sit like this. And you see how gorgeous of a picture that is. So here is our inside. Now I think what we will do is take the gorgeous grape and sponge around the edge. Maybe I'll use the grassy mound to stamp on the sides of "I think you're wonderful," because I just think that is such a great little sentiment. I know it's a retired stamp set, but boy, I really liked it when I purchased it. So let's stamp on this and our sentiment, which we are going to go ahead and sponge this as well. Make it all go together, right? No need to re-ink it. Just breathe on it. Little bits of sponge going everywhere. All right, so we need my little sentiment bits. I think you're wonderful. We are going to do that in Gorgeous Grape. Hopefully in the middle. And we could either do the trees or the grassy mound. Maybe we do the trees in black. Okay, we'll do the trees in black. Because we didn't really use the grassy mound, right? So black it is. And we're going to have to do our envelope. So, you know, hang on there, guys. Hang on. So this goes on to this strip, and this strip goes on to, of course. We're going to put some little strips in here in a minute. So this one goes onto the purple. So a 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch, and then 7/8 of an inch are what these strips are. So 1/2 inch, 7/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8, and then 7/8 of an inch. And the black is going to have to go up with some little strips of paper or dimensional. That's up to you. So that it'll stop the easel. Oh, that came. I'm glad we chose black. I'm really, really happy we chose the black. So I have these little strips. I don't know if they're long enough. Oh, those two are. But those are not. These two will do. I have this little piece of my nail hanging there. I need to go chop that off. So right down the center. One more. See, I just can't cut straight to save my life. It just wouldn't happen. All right. And I'm thinking maybe we should stamp our trees right here. What do you think? Should I go ahead and stamp them? I think so. 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 All right. So black it is. Let's get this in here. So that's going to go there. I think you're wonderful. See, you don't need a sentiment on the front when you have that. All right. Oh yeah, definitely we're going to be chopping off the legs of the trees. All right, let's put this inside of our card. After this, football practice, yes. And then tomorrow I'll have to think of something to do for an extreme card. I kind of want to repeat a little bit and do a little twist of something with similar to the card I did for my hubby's birthday card. So that's what I was thinking. Oh, but how about being settles? Might have to do something in colors. Just not sure settles is going to work. That one did not line up all the way, but that's okay. It's, oh, look how pretty that is. That is a gorgeous card in a sunset, and we did it with sponge dabbas. Sponge dabbas, yep. Sponge dabbas, that's what we did it in. So let's find the envelope now. And I think we're going to stick with, oh, do we stick with, I think you're wonderful. What else do we have here? I think we're going to go with, I love Hello Sunshine. Oh, just a little high for me. Oh, thinking of you. Just a card to say you're amazing. I like that. That's going to go, we could put that on the inside actually. Where's that one at? Right here. And then thinking of you on the inside. Yes, these are all from Special Moments, a celebration set. So block. And we'll just do black trees. So this is going to go inside here. Oh, yeah, most definitely. And then we'll worry about that. So. Love it. Absolutely love that. Okay, and then we're going to do trees. See, this is why the clanking of that on the glass mat, I really can't help that. Trees. And then thinking of you. And I know I just got black on me, more than likely. Then for the back, what if we, oh, that was, all right. We'll do a purple set of trees. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We'll do one set of purple in the center and pretend that we intended that to happen. Correct? We meant for that to happen. I love purple, so it really doesn't bother me at all. All right, that's our envelope with the one big set of purple trees. Gorgeous grape, gorgeous color in the center. Now, I am going to take a minute to do some Wink Estella. Hopefully. I want to do the sun really well. And then I want to do the water. I don't want to do anything else other than that. I don't want to do the sky. I want to do in between the trees a little bit. I think it needs more. You never know what you can do if you do not try. So that came out so pretty. And oh, we could do, now I'll show you. I did pull out some ribbon. So I could take this up another notch and put, ooh, I like that. I like that. And just do a simple, I think we're going to do this. Just do, not a bow, but just a knot. just do a simple little knot on that. Really elevates that. That really does. Okay, let me cut this off. This is used to be the organdy ribbon, but gonna have to smoosh it in place. Let's see. I do want it. Do I want it on the left or the right? Not sure where I want it. I kind of like it over here on this side now. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm trying to tie a knot, which apparently I cannot manage. So let's bring in the reverse tweezers to help me out, because yeah, you saw me struggle. The struggle is so real. So real. You don't want that flipping, but I want it nice and tight. Okay, maybe we have it. Thinking, should I have put a bow on that? Okay, now I'm thinking I needed a bow. Oh, sometimes. Okay, let's slip this off. I can untie it or cut it and use it for something else. And let's try making a bow. I thought a bow would be too, like, fussy wussy, but let's see if a bow is what it needs. That's too much on that end. So, oh, that's going the wrong way. This is why I do it in two. Oh, I was like, let's just, yeah, I'm going to do it two parts. I'm going to put this on here like this. I'm going to get smart for a minute, and I'm going to make myself a bow. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it around like that. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to connect it with some tear tape. And then I'm going to make a bow on the bow maker. Yeah, why didn't I think of that the first time around, right? Don't know why that took me so long, and I don't know why it's not wanting to come off. Clank as it hits the table, the glass top. I want that stick there. All right. So what I'm going to do is just take this out and see if I can make a bow with that. I should be able to. I should be able to make a nice sized little bow with this, and it does. So I just wasted a knot is all. I could add a little bit of silver to it if I wanted to. Pretty, pretty little bow. What I mean by some silver, where is the little silver thread? Not silver twine. I want not there. No. No. All right, hold on. There it is. This is thread. Look at that. I used the metallic thread. So we are going to use a little glue dot. I like the sheet that I started. Let me see where the bow's going to end up. Bow's going to end up right here. So one down here to keep the little edge up. That's up. We're going to keep that down. And then we're going to add another one right on top of that for this little thread. You can find this at Joann's, Michael's. Well, I don't know about Michael's, but in the sewing, the notions sections. So I'm going to trim it. These little extra edges here got to get trimmed. There. Look how pretty that is. That is pretty, pretty, pretty. And then I want a little bit of tear tape to go on top of it all and to hold my bow edges in down. It's also going to hold the little thread in place. So let's trim these edges up. I didn't pull them together. This is how I cut myself a lot of the times. There we go. Our little bow for our card. Oh, there. It needed a little something, and now it has it. And I think you're wonderful, and I think you're a wonderful little card. So, what do you guys think? Do you like the bow or not? I love the bow, but that's my opinion. I could have pulled this tighter, and I didn't on the bow maker. I would have liked that knot to have been a little thinner. But it's okay, but it is an easel card. Thank you all for watching so very much. I know this was a long one. I apologize, but it is an avid one. There was a lot of work to be done on it. So if you enjoy my videos and you are not subscribed, I would ask that you would consider subscribing, as it really does help me out. But I'm going to tell you the truth. It is your comments. It is that feedback that I get from you in the comment section. That's why I'm still doing this. I wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for that. I enjoy it. I look forward to those comments each and every day. Thank you all so very much for those of you who take the time to do it. I know not all of you can, but I do appreciate it. Thank you all so very much. And please come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.